Okay, we're live. Wow. I'd like to welcome you to a extremely exciting live stream. We are boxing up the ET Max to send it on to its next destination. You know what? I guess I haven't even looked what that destination is. Hold on one second. Hold on. Oh, wow. Wow, interesting. It's not actually going to anybody else. I don't know, I just assumed it was. But it looks to me, based on the FedEx label, how's my hair look? Based on the FedEx label, it's actually just going back to eWheels. It's just going back to them. That's mildly surprising. Mildly surprising. But that's fine. Pads off. I know I just got off of watching Tommy EUC Vibes live streaming. I believe it's his second live stream of the day. Tommy live streams a lot. And he may pop in here, who knows? I think he said something about he's releasing an ET Max video. So I think he might be concerned with that. We'll see. Okay, got the pads off. I think this is the first time I've ever had a eWheels demo that isn't going to another content creator. Seriously. And in related news, I'm trying to get the Extreme Bowl Commander GT Pro that was in California and was in New York City. I'm trying to get that shit sent to me next so I can test that out. I'm kind of excited about that because I've never ridden an Extreme Bowl wheel. Actually, I've never ridden an Extreme Bowl wheel, period. But I've never ridden an Extreme Bowl wheel that has the mid-mount suspension, which is what I'm actually interested in. So that could be cool. All right. So if I learned anything from my prior boxing, I remember when the last boxing wheel I did, or the boxing video I did, it was me. Okay, just checking this out. It was me boxing up my S22, which is a big wheel, but not as heavy as the ET Max. But anyways, I think what I'm going to do, my strategy is going to be to slide it in from its side and then pick the box up. Let's do a quick chat. Hello, what's up? Spartacus is here. Hey, what's up, man? Is Tommy still streaming? If he is, tell him to stop and come watch this. Okay, so let's go this way. Good old, oh wait, shit. I need to put this in transport mode first, right? Yeah, I do. That would be an oversight. All right, let's put this in transport mode. Oh, okay. I've done this before. I'm going to have to use my phone to do this, so you'll probably be back when I'm back, so I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Tommy? Yeah, his phone, he was gone, he was down to 1%. So I'm trying to remember to set the Begode wheels into transport mode. It's not in the app, it doesn't look like it's in the app. I know to take it out of transport mode, it was like you hold down the lift switch and hit the power button 5 times, or vice versa. I could try that again, maybe. But I do not see a setting in the app for transport mode. Let me, Dawn says the same. Dawn, you would know. Same procedure to put it back in transport mode. All right. So, is it hold lift switch and then power, or hold power then lift switch? I'm gonna try lift switch first. Oh, look at that. All right, good. That sounded good. Let's turn it off. Now when I turn it back on, it should not balance. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, we are now officially in transport mode. Thank you, Dawn. And we want to do this without scratching my floor, because I've been known to scratch my floor doing things. Heavy. All right. So now hopefully I can set it upright and have it drop in. Okay. Heavy beast, man. Heavy beast. Oh, shit. Are you kidding me? When I unpacked it, I must have put the piece for the bottom on the top for some stupid reason. So I had the piece for the top in the bottom. So we're going to reverse. Do this again. It's fine. Good exercise, right? It's a good workout. Throwing 110 pounds around. There you are. Come on. Look at this, it's clearly the top, right? And this is clearly the bottom. But this is what happens when you clearly don't pay attention. All right, take two. Okay, kickstand, ouch, kickstand to the back. Heavy. Can you imagine a 4,400 watt hour version of these wheels? Okay. F me. Get the F in there. Sucker. Get in there. Get it. Get it. Okay. That wasn't difficult at all. It's in there. All right, who we got here? Dawn, Spartacus. Perfect. Thank you, Dawn. I usually set the wheel on the phone, then put the, how would you do that? Because you have to get it underneath, right? I mean, what do you think about that? Logistically. What do you mean? You like cut open the box so you can do that? I guess you could do that. Dawn, a lot of cussing and grunting. Yeah. Yes, cannot deny. There's been a lot of cussing and grunting. Okay, so So, okay, so this is probably front and back. Front and back foam. This looks like it has kickstand impressions in it, so we'll put that there. This looks like it has nothing on it. Put it here. And then I gotta find a place to just throw the pads in. Okay. So how's everybody doing out there? Hopefully fantastic. Hopefully. Yeah, I was freaking out. Like I mentioned in the video that I'm also boxing up right here is Tommy's S22 motor. I've been promising him that I would give him this motor for months. And he kept saying, oh yeah, I'll let you know, I'll let you know, I'll let you know. Well, he finally let me know that he actually does want it. So I go out in my garage, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna pull the box and find it. So I'm looking at my garage, I'm looking at my wire shelves, and I'm like, none of these boxes look like a S22 motor. Nothing was big or heavy enough. I'm like, shit, did I potentially throw that out when I moved and forgot? I wasn't quite sure. And I probably should drink a Cayman Jack so I can function better. Yeah, I wasn't sure. And I'm like, ooh, wait, you know what? When my ex was living with me, one of the things I did was I tried to clear out as much space in the garage as possible to make room for her junk. And evidently when I did that, I took the S22 motor and put it in the attic. So I checked the attic and it was there, so I was very relieved. I'm sure Tommy was too. Okay. So, freaking back hurts from doing that. So this probably goes like this, right? Yep, okay, but I have to put this big whomping charger somewhere too, right? And it's freaking big. I only use this one time. I always charge the wheel with a Rogers charger. So it's interesting, there's no cutout in the foam to put the charger, so I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with it. I'll figure it out. Okay, people still commenting on my grunting. Well, that's just Dawn. So Dawn, what's it like being recently past your most recent birthday? Is it a good feeling? Is it a not so good feeling? Where am I going to put this thing? Yeah, like when I got this wheel from New York City, it was kind of, it wasn't functioning at that time. So stuff was just kind of stuffed in here. So I have a feeling that this was just kind of stuffed in there as well, the power supply. Put it down low maybe? Yeah, I'll put it down low. Sure where we'll put it. Maybe if I put it in the back and that's less than ideal. Okay. I will use auxiliary wrapping materials to make sure it's okay. I do not want to be accused of haphazardly packing the wheel. because I'm responsible, you know. All right. So let's do that. Let's do this. So anyways, yeah, I'm excited about getting GT Pro. Whenever that'll happen, I'm not quite sure when that'll happen. I think Sean is done with it. You know, Ronan reviewed it first, and I think, didn't Sean already do a GT Pro video? I think he did. Didn't he? I think he did. So I'm hoping maybe by next week I'll have the GT Pro. Maybe. I threw the cord in already, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we got this. All right. I think it's good. We have anybody else coming in here yet? Devo's here. What's up, man? Dawn, I haven't noticed a difference. I still feel about 26 years old. I mean, mentally, I would say that I feel much younger than my calendar age. Well, I mean, physically, I'm doing better than most people my age as well. Oh, Dawn, you know what? I forgot to ask you. What's the status of your wrist in your hand? How is it? Is it you're still getting more strength back in there? I hope. Spartacus saying hi to Dawn and Devo. Apparently I can't tag. Do you know how to tag, Dawn? Normally you just hit the @ sign, you start typing the person's name, and it probably should fill it in, and then you just hit it, and then it should complete it for you. All right, I think this is going to require a lot of tape. Just a feeling. So the outer box is pretty effed up. Pretty effed up. So Dawn, you said you're not the type of person that concerns yourself with birthdays, right? You don't care about getting older, right? You don't think about it, which is good. I mean, that's a good way to be. I wouldn't say that I think about it a lot, but I do think about it. And when you think about it, it's not really, it doesn't really help you because it's not like you can do much about it, right? Everyone's going to get older. Everyone. Let's see, we got labels out the ass here. So the game plan for this tomorrow is I have to go to the dentist first thing. And then we'll probably drop this off second thing. I'll drop this off. I'll drop off Tommy's motor before work. Trash, man. It's trash. It's falling apart. Total trash. Oh, God. more stickers over here. Are you kidding me? There are so many stickers on this. All right, what do we have in here? We have 5 people watching. Wow, this stream is freaking huge, man. It's huge. Dawn, about 7. Oh, talking about your injury. About 7% strength back. Okay, you still got a little ways to go then. Wrist, elbow, and shoulder. The line that held up my body is still torn. The line, but I'm mostly good. Thank you for asking. The line that held my body. That's probably a typo, I would imagine. Dawn, I don't worry about the physical age. Just stay strong and healthy. I'm making a rule. Another rule. Shit. I'm making a rule to celebrate my birthdays and holidays from now on, though. I'm think not celebrating things makes life too sad. So that's been your pattern in the past, that you did not celebrate these things, Dawn? Really? We'll make sure that doesn't happen anymore, Dawn. Life is worth celebrating. Just ask EUC Lives. God, more freaking stickers, really? Good Lord. Yeah, I mean, look at the box on this side. Look at that thing. It's freaking. Looks like someone took a freaking machete to it, man. I guess I should cover that up with tape, right? I guess. So some people ask me if I'm sad to see the ET Max go. I'm okay. It's been a good wheel for me. I mean, I like it. If you saw my wrap-up video, I said that this was the best looking Pagoda wheel ever made. It seemed to me to have the best QC. You know, the build quality seemed really good. Probably the best that I've ever seen on a Pagoda wheel. Dawn, notice I'm saying Pagoda, not Pagodi, by the way. And I think all around it's probably the best Pagoda wheel that I've ever tested as well. So it's a good wheel. I was just thinking my use case, because I already have a V13 now, I don't really need an ET Max. If I didn't have one, a V13, then there's probably a stronger chance that I would just buy one. Oh, yeah, you always gotta, oh my God. You always have to check the bottom too. Oh wow, look, another hole. Imagine that. Good old FedEx, they're awesome. Shitty too. Oh, and a hole in the bottom. Nice. Has anyone been counting the amount of holes so far? I think we're up to 5, maybe? 5 holes? So the one part of this experience you won't get to see is when I heave-ho this thing into the back of my truck. And that's always a lot of fun. All right. Oops. This piece of tape. Let's take that down. All right. Okay, I would call the ET Max boxed. Come on in here. You can see Elsa while I print the label. Elsa, sorry, making a mess. Elsa, say something cute while I print this label out. Okay. You're not feeling very social, Elsa? You don't feel like talking? Okay, that's fine. It's okay, baby. We're moving you a little bit. Changing the angle. There we go. Oh, if Vibes is here, okay, I'm rereading your comment on the line of muscles, ligaments. Okay, that held your body up or sore. Okay, I got you. Now I follow. Dawn says I wouldn't have bought the really. So the main reason you're getting the ET Max is because you're getting it as like part of your prize from the race. Yeah, well, especially for you, Don. Yeah, it's just not enough battery for you, definitely. So yeah, I understand. Vibes, Duff, you're a legend. Thank you. Yeah, I was saying earlier, Vibes, I almost thought that I didn't have the motor because I forgot I packed it up when I was doing some cleaning around here, and luckily I did find it sitting right back here. I'm gonna be boxing that next. Let's see. I should probably put this over where the other label was, right? Yeah, so there's no confusion. We don't want confusion, for sure. Vibes, did you see that I threw a super chat in your live stream, man? You were cutting out, I don't know that you saw it. I was trying to make up for Devo since you were so angry at Devo. I thought that would calm you down. Going to E-Wheels of Arizona. Wow. First time I've ever had a demo wheel get sent back to E-Wheels. And I'm hoping that I have more packing tape because I'm using a lot of it here. For sure. A lot. Okay. So that's good. Hey Vibes, I saw that you are we technically upside down? Which was the top? Not the top, alright. Okay, I think technically I put it in upside down, but I don't really care. And that would explain why the phone was reversed too. Oh well, it's okay. Well, is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Well, no, it's not because this is the top. I don't really want to shift the wheel upside down. Well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm not worried about it. It'll be fine. Lots of foam in there, it's fine. Batteries don't care if they're upside down or right side up. Okay. Devo, yeah, the older I get, the less crack I can smoke. To be quite honest, I've never smoked crack, Devo. Spartacus. Dawn, that's a money saver. What's a money saver? What's a money saver, Dawn? Streaming Monday. First Vibes, then me. Yeah, then Duff. Yeah, that's right. Spartacus, Devo must be hella rich. EUC's and crack. Is crack expensive? I don't know. I've never priced crack. I don't know what it costs. Vibes, have you not had the motor? I would immediately unsubscribe. I know, I was worried about that. I was like running scenarios through my head. I'm like, oh my God, I promised Vibes this motor. And if I don't deliver, I mean, what's going to happen? I'm like, oh, well, I have to definitely like give him a super chat for $50 to pay him back the $50 he sent me. So yeah, I was thinking about all those scenarios already, Vibes, believe me. Don't mess around. And Vibes, maybe what I'll do is I'll put stickers in my box, since I think you've been promising me to send me an EUC Vibe sticker for, I don't know, 5 years or something like that. Hold on. I'm not gonna let you see what I'm doing, Vibes, but putting the stuff in the box. Putting stuff in the box. Use it if you want to, don't if you don't want to. I don't really care. I need to have Shane make some more of these though for me. Because all I have is primarily black, which is not an ideal color for this. Alright, here's Bob's box. It's all packed up. I mean, never. Actually, this was still taped up, Vibes, from Hal Neeming. I just opened it just to make sure it was indeed the S22 motor Pro, which it is. So it's all wrapped securely. Should get to you just fine. Let's see, what does this weigh? Says, oh, that's right, because this came from Hong Kong. 8 kilograms, says it weighs. So that's like what, 20 pounds? Yeah, I guess it is. All right, feels 20 poundish. All right. Look how secure I'm making this, Vibes. I mean, if this was just a normal transaction, you know, I would just put like one piece of tape on it and call it good. But because it's for EUC Vibes, it's got to get there in one piece, in working condition. Let's see. Oh, we're talking about cracks still. All right, hold on. We're going to move you up so I can read you better. Oh yeah, Vibes, okay. Devo, donating to Cube just gets him more angry. Oh, well, I don't know. I think he got over the anger for me donating to him before. Vibe said, Jason said to ship the ET Max to me, please. Reroute along with the motor. Oh, did he really? Smoking less crack. Oh, smoking less crack is a money saver. Okay. Well, I wish I knew more about smoking crack, but I don't. Vibes. One day you'll get a sticker. Yeah, when you come visit Florida, Vibes? Am I crazy if I paint it gold? It's your motor, Vibes. Do what you want with it. I don't care. Spartacus. To Vibes. Just call Jason yourself and do your Duff impressions with some Jedi mind tricks. Yeah. Those of you that did not see Vibes live stream, he did an impression of me on his live stream, which I heard, Vibes. It was funny. It's fine. Roger's here. What's up, man? How's that leg doing, buddy? Hopefully better. Hopefully better. 13 people in the live stream, only 4 likes. How about hitting that like button? Let's see. Vibes has learned so much about smoking crack during this live stream. Not the intent. That isn't a subject matter that I know much about. All right, so now we're gonna move to the office so I can print the label for this, Vibes. So I'll be right back. Okay. We gotta take this, we gotta go in here. We have to not hit the walls of the doorway this time. There we go. Okay, good work. And we need to measure the box so I have dimensions. Let's see. Alexa, how many pounds is 8 kilograms?
8 kilograms is about 17 pounds, 10 ounces.
Really? Okay. And then I guess I'll just call it 18 pounds. Oh yeah, you're up there. Hey, what's up? Okay. Logging into my stamps.com account. Don't try to read my account information. Oh wait, I need to look at. I need to get Vibes' address here. Let's see. You can't see that. Hey Vibes, you recognize that picture on the screen right now? You should. You definitely should recognize it. Okay, where is Vibes' address? Okay, got it. Okay, we're doing this on the down low so no one sees. Okay, because I don't want to expose your address, Vibes, to the world, right? I appreciate you trust me with that. All right. Oh, Dawn, you can't see it, but I have your address in here. That was my last address I had in here. Okay. So what did I say? 18 pounds? UPS. We'll call it 18 by 18 by 18 by 18 by 6. What I'm going to call this. I have a co-worker messaging me right now. Okay, 18 by 18 by 6. It's going to go out tomorrow. Got the weight in there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's not that expensive to ship. Okay. I think we're good, Vibes. Print that label. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Look at that. That's fantastic. We will put it on the side. Right where the label from How Ning Ning was. How Ning Ning. Roger, do you like How Ning Ning or not? I'm kind of curious. Because it seems like he kind of like ripped off some of your stuff with the charter. I don't know the background story. All right, hold on. We're going back out. How Ning Ning. Okay, here we go. Ouch. There. Stay. And yes, I'm sure there's chats out there I need to look at. Just give me a second. Sure this sucker's secure. secure, man. All right, here you go. 2 boxes ready to ship. And I will probably take the extra step to, the camera looks wonky. There we go. I'll probably take the extra step to put it in the truck tonight, so I don't do it in my work clothes. Okay, we got some chats going on here. 27 people in the stream, 6 likes. Come on, just take 3 seconds, click that like button. Okay, smoking crack. I gotta study you more. Next impression will be a bullseye. Really? Okay. Well, I don't need to study you much, Vibes. I can do an impression of you on the spot, but I won't do it right now. Devo saying hi to Roger. Vibes. This is kind of surreal from being a fan of Duff's channel. Since I got my Ninebot Z10 EUC Army stand, 3 years later, he's sending me a motor. I know, dude. Life is strange, isn't it? It's strange, man. You just never know what's going to happen. Devo loves the community. All right. I want to see the 3D printed iPhone tripod stand you printed. What the, this thing? I think Dawn's familiar with this. I think she might have used this when she was here. I don't remember. This, there it is. It just keeps it at an angle. So like when I'm streaming, it's not ideal. Like I put it on a table, you don't really want to be looking at my nose, right? So right now you're on my, my big tripod, which is why it's so stable and high. This is like my professional tripod. Marco Trejo. Hey Duff, I suffer from knee pain. Should I be riding EUC? Well, I suffer from knee pain. I've suffered from knee pain since my 30s, to be honest with you, and I still ride. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can ride. I mean, you will potentially have pain riding, but it's not a big deal. I just take Advil if I need to. Vibes. Duff potentially doxed me. Now I can get litigious. Quite the day I'm having. Second betrayal. I didn't dox you, man. You just couldn't see it, right? I hope not. It looked clean to me. Vibes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you definitely suspension wheels help with, you know, achy joints and all that kind of stuff. Vibes. Wow, you did that fast. Yeah, dude. I told you, stamps.com. It's great. This is what I use for my 3D store. I've had a stamps.com account for 4 or 5 years, and it integrates cleanly with my store. So like if I sell something, the order automatically gets dumped over to stamps.com. I print out the label. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, and it's done. Roger said nope. Nope, as in what, you're not feeling better, Roger? I mean, I assume that you feel somewhat better because you went to AVS this weekend, but did you ever go see a doctor? Probably the same answer, right? Nope. Vibes. My brother-in-law is Marcos Trejos. Trejos. Very similar name. Okay. Didn't know that, Vibes. Roger EUC, he harasses. Oh, are we talking about Hao Ning Ning? He harasses the people at my factory. I don't know if you're kidding or not, Roger, but if you're kidding, that's funny. If you're serious, it's kind of funny too. I don't know. It's hard to trust someone with a name like Hao Ning Ning. How you doing? Hey, Roger. Yeah. All we need is Marty to pop in here, but Marty's probably busy doing Marty things. Vibe says Roger's the $100 million man. Really, Roger? Wow. It's amazing. Are you going to get, Diva says to Vibes, are you going to get Samuel Pacheco to install that motor for you? Smash that like button. Yeah, I mean, I did the tire change on my S22 before I traded it. And it wasn't that hard. I mean, you can do it, Vibes, probably. Vibes says, Roger, owes Dawn about $87,000 from that YouTube short. How do you arrive at that figure, Vibes? Jeez. Marco Trejo, for real. Too bad my girl doesn't have a brother, so it can't be me. Vibe said his account informed him of that number. Okay. Vibe talking more about Marco Trujillo or whatever. And Vibes deleted a message. I don't know what it was. Vibes, I'm talking about the big tripod one. What? Oh, what I'm on right now? Well, that's not 3D printed, dude. Here, I'll show you what it is. I'll take it off for a second. Quick release. It's another feature. Okay, this is what you are sitting on right now. It has a quick release. I have the shoe that fits in here mounted on the camera or on the phone. So I can just slide you right back in there. And I have a nice, stable phone mount. That can be as high or as low as I want. Marco Trejo Sherman. Oh, as far as a wheel recommendation, yeah. Well, I know Dawn was very impressed with the suspension on the Sherman S. As am I. Roger, did you hear that I'm going to probably be getting the GT Pro that was out there? You know, the GT Pro that you and Dawn rescued from the side of the mountain? Yeah, that GT Pro. I believe I'm going to be getting that from New York City. I don't know, maybe by next week, something like that. I believe Ronan, he cleaned up a lot of the damage. He printed new bumpers for the kickstand. He fixed the trolley handle. I'm not sure he did a number of things to make it look a little bit more presentable, I believe. But if I get it, I will inspect his work myself. Devo, I would get a knee brace for sure. Sure, some people like knee braces. I used to try knee braces, like you know, because I do sports. Like I play volleyball. I guess I can probably sit down soon, right? I play pickleball, and I used to always wear a knee brace. Hold on, I don't like standing if I don't have to, because I have bad knees. Here, we'll put you this way so you can see my awesome LED mood light in the background. See it up there? Do this. We are adjusting the height on the fly. There we go. Okay. And now we are too far up. There we go. Okay. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I used to wear knee braces when I played volleyball and pickleball. And what I discovered, and this is just for me, I don't know that that's the case for everybody, but my knees actually felt worse afterwards when I was wearing the knee braces. I don't know if it's because, you know, a lot of them are like spandex and they compress the joint, and that compression is supposed to make the joint feel more stable. But in my case, it seemed to generate more inflammation, which causes pain after the fact, and soreness and stiffness and all that kind of stuff. So I stopped wearing knee braces altogether. I don't wear them for volleyball. I don't wear them for pickleball. And knock on wood, I'm holding up physically better now than I did when I was wearing a knee brace on a regular basis. So that's just my experience. Vibes, I accidentally hid his comment and can't undo it. Oh yeah, well, it's fine, Vibes, it's fine. Marco, Sherman S or Lynx? I'm sure. It depends on, well, I don't know. So Dawn, you said Sherman S over the Lynx based on what? More the bigger battery? I mean, Sherman S is fast enough for 95% of the rider base, I would say. So Vibe says, Marco was asking what would be the best EUC to get for knee pain? Probably the best suspension. Price doesn't matter. Well, I mean, the Lynx and the Sherman S suspension are very similar. So Vibe says, I'd say the Lynx and get a nice Sur-Ron seat or a big comfy seat. That way you have good suspension and a tall enough wheel where sitting is reasonable. Yeah, maybe. That's one of the things I want to try on the V13. And I would have to probably add a yoga block to it just to see if I can ride that semi-comfortably seated. Because I haven't really ridden seated comfortably probably since my original Monster or my OG Sherman, which I had a Zoom Wheels Brian seat on, and I think I had a block on top of that. That one I could sit on pretty comfortably. Vibes. Who the hell is Hao Ningning? Come on, dude. You know who Hao Ningning is. I think I first started seeing him when the S22 roller sliders became a thing. He started selling those, the machine sliders with rollers on them. He started selling them. But now he sells all kinds of shit. He's on the Facebook groups all the time. Hao Ningning. He sells S22 parts. He sells KingSong parts. He sells motors. Like I said, I got my motor from him. He sells updated suspension linkage for Pagode wheels. He sells chargers. He sells all kinds of things. I mean, the dude sells a ton of stuff. I'm surprised you don't know that name. So Roger's not kidding about how. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. You never trust those Chinese, Roger. Vibe says he's going to start harassing me now too. Thanks a lot. Yeah, no problem. 100 million views. There's 100 million views on that short for Roger of Dawn's Crash. I haven't been following it. Really? Jesus. That's kind of crazy. So Vibe says that you can do the S22 motor yourself and make a video. Do it at Sam's shop and shoot content there. What do you guys want me to do? I don't care. It's up to you, dude. Painting it though, that could be, I'm sure you could do it. Obviously if you do it before you put the tire on, it'd be a lot easier. I'd just be worried about painting it and it actually adhering and not starting to flake off. That's what I would be concerned about. So the original S22 Special Edition had a gold motor. I didn't remember that. But if you say it did, I believe you. Hi Elsa, are you gonna come sit? Here. Sit in the sofa. Go ahead. Come on. Come on, you can sit over here. Sit. Oh, wow. We're graced with Elsa. You're going to sit on the sofa with me? Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, I know. You're a good girl. You want to come up? Come on. There you go. Good girl. Okay. Elsa's going to grace us with her presence. Thank you, honey. Good girl. Let's see. Try to do it yourself. Yeah, you can do it. Because I changed my sliders to the roller sliders, and you had to fully pull the motor to do that. I replaced the tire on my S22. You had to fully pull the motor to do that. Dropping the motor on S22 is actually pretty easy. You can do it quickly, actually. So Vibe says his new shop is pretty fire. Cool. I've never seen it. Spartacus. Who is Ning Ning? Spartacus, you don't know who Hao Ning Ning is either? Really? I'm getting Ning Ning package. That's bad karma. It is true. It is a Ning Ning package. It is true. Yeah, I paid. Yeah. The reason that whole thing happened was because I had the original S22 and it had the slipping stator problem, and it wasn't. Mine didn't show any symptoms of that. And then one day I took it in the grocery store, and I had it on the bottom shelf or the bottom rack of the grocery cart that you usually put like heavy shit on. And when I came out, like I hit a bump and it slid off there and it dropped like, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches on its side. And after that, it started to make an interesting noise, and I was worried that it was the stator had to somehow come loose just from that little. I'm reading the comments ahead. That little bump. So that's why I got the motor. I bought the motor from Hao Ning Ning, and then I was talking to Jason later about it, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'll just send you one." So I actually put the E-Wheels motor in mine, and I have the one I paid for from Hao Ning Ning for I don't know how long have I had it. A year and a half, maybe. Long time. I had it when I was still at the old house. So, and I've been here for over a year now. Vibes, I just tricked Duff into showing his home after he doxed me. Well, dude, I show my home a lot, man. Haven't you seen my live streams when I'm out on the patio there and walking into the house to get more Cayman Jack, which was part of your impression of me, by the way. Talking about my Cayman Jacks. Devo, I thought Ning Ning was a panda at the zoo. I think he is, actually. I think I have heard that name with a panda. Roger, the GT Pro is pretty nice. Yeah, well, I mentioned that I'm kind of excited to get it because, first of all, I've never ridden any Extreme Bull wheels, not a single one. And I'm interested in seeing what the mid-mount suspension is like on the GT and the GT Pro. If it's anything close to the veteran wheels. I know what's on the veteran wheels is better, but I'm curious if the mid-mount suspension on the Extreme Bull wheels on the GT Pro is better than, like, for example, the suspension on the ET Max, which to me was okay at best. It wasn't fantastic. So I'm kind of curious about how that is. Devo from Dawn, more like the parasite at the zoo. Are we talking about How Ning Ning? So Dawn isn't a How Ning Ning fan either? Oh, there goes Elsa. Other sofa, okay. Was I crowding you, Elsa? Was I crowding you? You were uncomfortable? Okay. Devo, Extreme Bull makes the best wheels that people overlook. Well, yeah. Well, it's the stepsister to Begode, right? I mean, their wheels, look differently than Begode wheels, but their internals are always, Begode internals, so there's lots of similarities there. But again, I'd be interested in trying one. Vibe says, ET Max greater than GT Pro, really? I don't know. I remember when Dawn was riding the GT Pro, she hated the way it looked, but she really liked the acceleration and the performance of the GT Pro. She hated the tire, but from what I know, the production GT Pro is going to have, I think, the same tire as the ET Max, I believe, so that will address that problem. So Vibe says ET Max greater than GT Pro. I don't know. I can't make that determination yet. I mean, the ET Max is a better looking wheel, for sure, and has the tile motor, the ceramic tile motor, which is supposed to be better. Unfortunately, that motor seems to eat battery like a son of a bitch. But let's see. But Vibe says, but is the ET Max equal to the Lynx? Well, like I said in my conclusion video, that so wow, someone's hearting the F out of me. Or no, it's 100. I'm getting lots of hundreds. Thanks, man. The ET Max is like, if your thing is going fast on hard surfaces, ET Max is better than the Lynx. Definitely. But to me, the Lynx, and someone else mentioned this in my comments in my video, that really it's not even really a fair comparison, the ET Max and the Lynx. The Lynx is 20 pounds lighter. It's not the same wheel, right? The Lynx has a really good suspension. The Lynx definitely is more flexible off-road. Definitely. Roger has one. He loves it. So when you see that race circuit that Zen Lee's in, I think almost all the wheels that are winning races in that race circuit are Lynxes, right? So yeah, I mean, like, if you can only have one wheel and you want that wheel to be able to do as much as possible, it's a Lynx. It's a Lynx. And all I have to do is look at social media and look at how many people are posting, "Hey, I got my Lynx today," and then somehow compare that to the amount of people that say, "Hey, I got my ET Max today," and I think you would see a very, very large difference. And the hundreds are still flying in like a swarm of locusts. Vibes. Ning Ning is already harassing me. He must have saw this label update. Jeez, thanks a lot, Duff. Well, you can use my $5 super chat I sent you to pay your legal fees, Tommy. Now I got this sicko on my tail. Vibes. Vibes questioning Dawn's recommendation of a Sherman S. Sherman S, double question mark. Is this 2023? Did I just get in a time machine? Sherman S is great, dude. It's great. a great wheel. Great Scott. Who used to say Great Scott? Was it Alfred from Batman? Who used to say Great Scott all the time? Or am I thinking of Sherlock Holmes? Yeah, I guess Sherlock Holmes probably. Roger, links will be better for knee pain, less weight to manage. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Roger saying hi to Dawn. Dawn says Sherman S is the cushiest suspension and doesn't have many faults if you're not after the fastest wheel. Excellent overall wheel. Lynx has some issues, but still one of the favorites. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I love my Sherman S. It's a great wheel. Just like my Patton a little bit more. Because remember, the Sherman S is 100 pounds, you know, so it is heavier. Vibes. Oh yes, I know of him. Oh, Ning Ning. Yes, now someone is. They're just loving hitting that button because I'm just seeing shit fly up the screen. So Vibes knows of Ning Ning. Yes, now I remember, or how, or should I say somehow, I now remember how. Oh, how. You're so funny, Vibes. My goodness. I'd go with Dawn's opinion over my own, even if I disagree, because she's such a better rider that I know I'm wrong. Okay. Well, that was easy, I guess. Marco Trejo. Dawn, what issues does the Lynx have? I have it on pre-order, but if Sherman S is indeed better for knee pain, I would consider switching. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some of the Lynx issues. The early Lynxes had issues with the power button sticking. I think having some people reported.
Here's what I found.
What? No. What? I don't know why my watch was listening to me. Haven't there been some issues with loose bolts on this Lynx as well, right? Was there an issue? Did the Lynx have that issue with RF interference as well? Where, like, if you went like near something that throws off a lot of RF, it would make the wheel shut off. Didn't the Lynx have that? Or am I thinking the Patton? I don't know. Yeah, there's been a few issues in the Lynx, but I mean, overwhelmingly, people are very happy with their wheels. Sherman S for the win says, Tommy, I have heard Lynx was having some issues with power draw with headlight on. Oh, really? Okay, that's a new one. I have not heard of that. So what, you're saying it draws a unusually high amount of power when the light is on? Vibes is going to do the motor himself live. Yeah, you should, dude. I can be in there and I can cheer you on. I can offer you tips if you would like some. What kind of tire do you have on your S22? Because I assume you're just gonna move it over. Is it a street tire or the knobby? Because when I put the Michelin Pilot Street 2 on the S22, that was a bitch. I did that on live stream. I don't know if you guys remember. Actually, I tried to do it a couple times on like a conventional video and just failed. And then I did it on live stream and I was getting some tips from people as I was doing it. And I finally got it on. It was a real pain in the ass. Vibes, is this live joinable? It's set up front. You can. I could add somebody. I don't know. It's not like StreamYard. Hold on, let me see. I can start a poll. All right, hold on. Let's do that. If you can this way, I don't know how to do it, Tommy, unfortunately. If it's StreamYard, yeah, I can do that very easily. Links. I'm now entering a poll. A very basic poll, because I've never done it before. Now we started a poll. Sherman S or Lynx. Okay. I lost my spot. Spartacus to Marco Trejo. Is this going to be your first EUC learning wheel, or can you already ride? That's an important question. Marco can ride already. Okay, good, good. We got to do Brady Bunch. Brady Bunch is most easy on the computer, for sure. Because with my StreamYard package, I can have, and plus it's hardwired. You know, I'm doing this via Wi-Fi, obviously. 20 some people in the live stream, only 12 likes. Just saying. Yeah, it's much easier to do multiple people on the computer. Vibes forgets we're both on EST. What, you and me? How can you forget, dude? What did you think I was on? Did you think I was on England time? In Florida, New York, we're the same, except for the extreme western part of the Panhandle. That actually is part of the Panhandle in Florida is in Central Time. Fun fact, if you didn't know that. Vibes. Even though you live 1 million miles away, no, I probably live more like 1,400 miles away from you. Vibes, something like that. Devo, if you told me you had a Commander Pro before, I didn't know, Devo. Devo says, I'm so happy with my Commander Pro. Extreme Bull is an underrated EUC maker. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about their operations. Like, does Extreme Bull have like their own factory? Or are they just like a spare room in the Begode factory that they put Extreme Bull wheels together? I don't know. I have no idea. Doc from Back to the Future. Oh, yeah, he did say that. You're right, DH7. Thank you. Great Scott. That's right. Thank you. Makes much sense. Our Master Jim. Hey, what's up, man? Devo. Smash the like button, people. 29 watching, only 7 likes. Yeah, I know. It happens, Devo. It's okay. It's fine. Although doing these live streams is helping the monetization on my YouTube channel. I have to tell you this. Let's see. Devo, Shibby Time wants better firmware on the links for jumping. What doesn't he like about it? Did you guys see the video? Well, I'm sure you did. There was a video where he was, I was like a strip mall or whatever it was, but he was like hopping from like rain cover to rain cover, a little small roof that was jutting out in front of the structure, and there was like gaps in between, and there were small ramps on the roof. He did that, and then he shot another video where it was like the entrance to a city, or I don't know, something big, and he had to take the links and like heave-ho it up onto this ledge, and then he hops on the links and he tries to go down, hop off the top of the ledge into this super steep decline, and he actually could not pull that off. He fell. At least every time I saw, he fell. One time the links rolled into the road, actually. That guy, he's fearless, man. It's crazy. Our Master Jim, WTF, any wheel had that RF shutoff issue? That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's definitely been a thing. It's definitely been a thing. DH7, my buddy, put the Shimco 244 on his links and said it removed all of his high-speed wobbles. Really? Yeah, because Roger wiped out on his links recently, if you don't know that. He recently put a street tire on his links, and he attributed some of it to him not being familiar with that setup, I guess. I'm not sure which tire it is that he put on there. Spartacus says the 244 is the best all-around EUC tire. Really? Okay. As Marty would say, I'm not a tire nerd, so I don't really have a super solid opinion about that. Let's see, the poll, Sherman Esser Lynx has 12 votes. Right now, the Lynx is crushing the Sherman S, 92% to 8. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I think we know who's going to win that poll, but we'll let it run for a little bit. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my God. That is a runaway. Devo, I got a Shimco 241 on my Extreme. Okay, cool. That 8% is Dawn, probably. Yeah, probably. That's okay. I mean, of course, I respect Dawn's opinion. Do I want another Cayman Jack? I don't know. last, like I had a weekend that had a lot of alcohol consumption. I drank on, let's see, Friday night, I went to happy hour at the bar near me, and I had Miller Lights there. Saturday, I went to a place called Tacos and Tequila. Actually, I should have taken you there, Dawn, actually. You probably would have liked it. Went there Saturday. I watched some of the Kentucky Derby there, had some margaritas there. And then last night, which I talked about this in my blog, not on a video. Last night, I was asked to go to a Cinco de Mayo event where it also included a salsa class, learning to salsa. And I'm not a salsa dancer by any means, but I figured it was something good. Sometimes it's good to push against your comfort zone, and that definitely was not in my comfort zone. So I did that last night, and that one I had margaritas again, and that was definitely just to make me even be able to begin the process of trying to do the salsa. I wasn't good. I wasn't good. They taught you like the basic steps, and I could do the basic steps, forward, back. I could do the basic steps by themselves, but then when you start tying them together, I'm just sitting there focusing on my feet, and looking stiff as a board. And I mean, it's like anything, if I do it more, I'm sure I would get at least nominally better. I don't think I'll ever be good at it, but be a little bit better. But then what happens is once they showed you the basic steps, then they had everyone out on the dance floor and all the men stayed in their positions. And then the women would rotate around. They would just switch to different men. So then you're spending time dancing with all these women. And it was funny. All the women were very good natured. I warned them ahead of time that I'm just learning and I'm not good. And no, they were all cool. So it was fun. It was a fun time. It's definitely a fun time. Will I do it again? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I actually met some women that play pickleball, and actually them and another group of people, we're going to get together on Wednesday night and we're going to go play pickleball. So it's good, right? Can't have too small of a circle of friends. It's always good to meet new people, which is something that I've never been that good at, but I am trying to do it more. Let's see, vibes with, is that a dancer emoji? Devo Duff, what is your next wheel, or are you waiting for future wheels? I would say the only wheel that I'm thinking about right now is the 4,400 watt hour version of the, now this is interesting because I can't remember who I heard it from, and maybe Dawn or Roger knows about this, but I thought I heard that they're going to make a 4,400 watt hour version of not only the GT Pro, which is called the GT Pro Plus, but I thought they were also going to do that for the ET Max. I remember hearing it. I don't know where I heard it, because Marty, who is the knower of all things, because he gets insider information. He was not aware of them doing that on the ET Max. So maybe I am incorrect about that, but I thought that they were going to make a 4,400 watt hour version of both of those wheels, because like the GT Pro Plus is supposed to get, the motor that's in the ET Max, the tire, and they think they're going to make some cosmetic changes as well. So I don't know, but if I was going to say I was going to look at any wheel, it would be the 4,400 watt hour version of those wheels, and that's another reason that I want to get to demo the GT Pro, so I get a feel for the suspension. Because really, suspension, for some people, suspension is nice, but it's not the be all end all. For me, suspension is very important. ET Max underperformed for me as far as suspension goes. Like I said, it's okay, but not great when I'm used to being on veteran suspension wheels. So I'm curious if the Extreme Bull mid-mount suspension is decent, better than the ET Max. That would make me much more apt to want to go for a 4,400 watt hour version of the GT Pro Plus. So if I'm targeting anything, it's that. Some people ask me if I wanted a Falcon. No. I mean, is it cool that they have a suspension wheel, that form factor? Yeah, it is. Do I need it? No, I don't. So DH7, I'm still leaning towards ET Max over the Lynx for my next wheel since I already have an S22 for trails. Okay. That being said, well, in some ways the Lynx is better for trails because it has significantly more power and torque than the S22. The S22 has a suspension that has a bigger range of motion. So I guess it potentially could handle more aggressive terrain better. But I mean, I've seen Roger throwing his Lynx around like crazy. And it seems to be just fine. That being said, a Lynx is a lot more money than an S22 as well. But if you're just looking for something to go fast, yeah, ET Max would be good. But it is about the same cost as a Lynx, a little less, I believe. So you're looking for a crotch rocket EUC. I don't know. I guess you could call the ET Max a crotch rocket. It's a little heavy, but yeah, I guess. Devo, dude, Cinco de Mayo was crazy in California, my town. Double stabbing and I thought it was crazy in a good way. Oh shit. Double stabbing and a homicide. It was crazy. Well, yeah, okay. Well, luckily Cinco de Mayo in Naples, Florida was not like that. Vibe, sounds like a great time. Happy 6 de Mayo. Yeah, thanks, man. And tomorrow will be Siete de Mayo. Vibes, the stabbing yesterday is well documented. Was well documented, was it? Okay. Right in my back. Oh. Vibes, man. You are just not gonna let that go. You are really offended that Devo said you don't pay attention to the chat, right? Vibes. Duff is such a ladies' man. He has women lying out here pretending they also play pickleball. They're watching YouTube tutorials and waiting for the date. Yeah, exactly, Vibes. Yep, you figured it out. You figured it out. Devo says, Cinco de Mayo is the celebration of three amigos who took out El Guapo and his banditos. Save the town of Santa Poco. I don't know the history of Cinco de Mayo, so I will take your word for it, Devo. DH7, 4400 watt-hour ET Max. Better get to the gym to lift that beast. Well, the GT Pro. Any wheel that has a 4400 watt-hour battery in it is going to be heavy as hell. So I'm sure it's 120 pounds plus. I'm sure, maybe 125. So you're getting into Master Pro territory there. Marco Trejo, what's the tallest seat I can get on the Lynx? Having bent knees causes me inflammation. Well, I mean the stock seat isn't going to be a help. Vibes mentioned like putting a Sur-On seat. There's people that have put like Sur-On seats on their EUCs. Which would probably be okay. It's I don't like the look of that, but yeah, it's okay. But I'm gonna sit back because I'm sick of leaning forward. It's just not that comfortable. There we go. I think I was trying to get the mood lighting in, but since Elsa's not here, so like my solution, and it's not an elegant solution, but like if I wanted to ride seated on a wheel, I would just temporarily attach a yoga block to the existing seat area, and that would get me an extra 5-6 inches, and in some cases that's enough. Some cases that's not enough, depending on the wheel. Roger, I think people are wrong about the 4400 ET Max. So Roger, you're saying you don't think that that's going to be a thing. You think that's only going to be on the GT Pro, because that's what Marty seemed to think too. So I would trust Roger's information. Vibe says the high-speed rider on Instagram has El Unicycles. Okay, that's his Instagram name. The high-speed rider on Instagram has the ET Max, but his favorite fastest wheel says is the Master Pro V3. Is that's not a Raz, is it? OMG, it's Raz. Well, I don't know that that's his Instagram name. Yeah, I've heard other people say that. Well, didn't Wheezy, when Wheezy raced U-Stride, wasn't he on a Master Pro? I believe, wasn't he? DH7 Master Pro V3 over ET Max, interesting. Very different looking wheels, and keep in mind the Master Pro is a 22-inch wheel as opposed to a 20-inch. Vibes. Meanwhile, I feel sluggish on that heavy wheel in New York City streets. I loved my short time in NYC with the ET Max much more than your Master Pro, your Batch 1 Master Pro, right? Which you hate, or it seems like you don't like it, I would say. Our Mr. Jim, 3 Amigos right over his head. Yeah, it did. It's still over my head. Roger, you see the ET Max doesn't have extra space for the batteries. Yeah, well, yeah, and that was Marty's point as well, that it would require a more significant rework. But would that rework be much more than? Well, yeah, I guess it would be. I was going to say just using the existing battery casing mounts and just put a slightly larger battery case on the wheel, both sides. I don't know. But I know with the design of the GT Pro, it would be easier to throw extra batteries in that thing, for sure. Makes sense. Vibes, a yoga seat will get me an extra 5 to 6 inches. Orders yoga seat. Yeah, man. Yeah. I have, do I have it? Yeah, hold on. I don't want to be giving false information. Unless Vibes is making a sexual reference, which he might be, I don't know. All right, so that's not 5 inches. It depends. Well, yeah. Here is a yoga block that I've used for an EUC seat mod in the past. So if you sit it this way, which is probably the way you would want, so you have room for your rear end, that's probably only, I don't know, what do you think that is? 4 maybe? 4 inches? Now, if you're okay with just having a very small area to put your ass, you can go this way. That's probably, I don't know, 5 or 6. I'm not quite sure, but so yeah. But I mean, this is a good material to use as a seat. Very inexpensive. So, or if you want to go crazy, you could double them up. You could double them up. So yeah, yoga blocks. It's a way to have a cheap higher seat. Vibes is deeply in hate with my Master Pro V1. Yeah, I've always had that impression. A reworked ET Max will be 6,000 watt hours. What? Well, if they don't have room for a 4400 configuration, what are they going to do for 6,000? Roger, that's interesting. Talk about heavy. Holy crap, that'd be heavy. I would think that would just kind of F with the characteristics of the wheel, right? To add that much weight to it. I don't know. Devo, I'm waiting on Veteran Link's 3600 watt hours. Well, with 152 volt configuration, I don't believe 3600 watt hours is a valid battery size. Devo. Vibes, I'd pay whatever the price for an extra 5 to 6 inches. All right. On a seat. Oh, okay, thanks. Thanks for that clarification, Vibes. I appreciate it. Devo, I have an exaggerated 5 to 6 inches. All right. I'll let that go there. Marco, can I quadruple them up? Yeah, dude, you can do whatever you want. Just like in my situation, like I actually took a drill and I drilled holes in this. That's if you're wondering why the holes are there, because I used that to fish zip ties through. So you could potentially do that as well. You could drill holes, or you could just zip tie around the outer shell of the seat as well, I guess. Yeah, this is an ugly but potentially effective option. Vibes. I thought you were introducing me to an ancient yoga technique that would block out negativity and promote exponential growth. My bad. Yoga block seat. Got it. Oh, I got you. But don't you have an ET Max video to get posted, Vibes? Roger. It would be done the same way as a Master was doubled for the Master Pro. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. But they're not going to be increasing the diameter of the motor, right, or the tire, are they? So you have an ET Max Pro that's 22 inches. I mean, it might be a nice combination, but it's not gonna be similar to the ET Max as far as its characteristics, I would say. So that would be my feeling. Marco is in the NBA. How tall is Devo? How tall is Marco Trio? Well, Marco just said he has problems bending his legs or bending his knees. So 37 people in the stream currently somehow. 13 likes. That seems out of proportion. Take a second and click the like button if you don't mind. Marco, do I have a video on this? I have, yeah. If you look, I don't have all 2,000 of my videos memorized, but yeah, there's videos of me using a yoga block. Yeah, there is. Marco, you're only 5'7". Yeah, I don't think you would need 2 blocks then if you're only 5'7", Marco. Vibes. Oh yeah, must edit. Opens laptop. Yeah, that's what I'm for. That's what I'm here for, Vibes, to keep you on point. Also, Roger thinks that they will do a 22-inch tire for the ET Max Pro. So if they're going to do that, then isn't that basically just replacing the Master Pro, right? I mean, like what would be the reason for a Master Pro to exist if you have a 22-inch ET Max with 6,000 watt hours? I don't know that. I don't know what the point would be, but that's just me. So Marco's 5'7" with a 7'5" EUC Dreams. I see. All right, so the voting on the Sherman S versus Lynx poll has seems to have fizzled out. Okay, so we had a second vote for the Sherman S come in. So the final tally, Lynx wins 85% to 15%. There you go. And it's funny when you know, the Lynx was announced, they made a big deal about the progressive spring in the Lynx. And I remember when I did my review in the Lynx, like because I had the patent and I have the Sherman S, I didn't notice like a big difference having a progressive spring in that fast ace suspension. I did not notice it. Now maybe it's something that you would notice more if you took it to do some serious off-road, but I did not notice a big difference. And actually, as far as like comfort goes, probably the Sherman S and the patent actually felt more comfortable to me with the kind of riding that I do. But again, it's not jumping, you know, very severe off-road conditions. So I might not be the best case use scenario for that. So it's 8:25. Cool. And I've been live streaming for 88 minutes. Okay, so probably what I need to do is I need to go heave-ho the frickin' ET Max into the back of my truck while I'm in my t-shirt and shorts instead of my work clothes. I think I'm gonna do that. I will get Tommy's motor all ready to go to ship out tomorrow, and I think I will call it a night. So this is a totally unscheduled live stream, as most of mine are. I will do a formalized live stream sometime. I don't know, this weekend, next weekend, I don't know. We'll see. So anyways, anyone that stopped in, thank you very much, guys. Look for whatever's coming next. Until next time, Duffman out. See you guys.